controller.
Yeah, sure. He'll grab it.
Arthur says, if you go crazy, I'll snap you out of it, okay, buddy?
I wouldn't expect anything less. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he'll
only Ronny needed to make that a history check because it was just a check to see if he knew if it was a person or not. That's it. But you already know. But yeah, Ronny is gonna grab the controller. Right.
Yep, he grabs it and we'll click a button to see if anything turns on.
Yeah, your little character goes to where the start is, so you could put your character to the left of where start is. That little entry point, you can sort of guess where it is. You hear the moment you touch the controller, almost like the surrounding area of you. You can hear right in front of you that there's fires being thrown out in a constant spray, this massive blight of light coming towards you. You're not engulfed by it, but you do see it right in front of you. And you can move a little character that sort of just has like hands that you can see. It's first person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So up ahead is like a column of fire.
Yeah. One other note. You're pressing buttons, and you can tell that there's like a bit of a hop, so you kind of rise from the situation that you're at, maybe to get onto ledges and stuff. You recognize that it has one little heart on the very top right corner of the screen.
Okay.
Yep.
Ronny, he's gonna kind of like go around the edges of like the wall, like over around here, all kind of along the areas, and he's gonna try and look for Easter eggs or anything that would be like secret doors or keys. So if there's like an A button or something like that, that would make it where, you could just pick things up, or it's like your interaction button. He'll sit there and do that along that whole span of wall.
Yeah, and you sort of feel like you're doing that, but to everyone else, you become slack-jawed and are sort of staring at this screen for a little long, and you're kind of meshing with the character that's there. So as you're sort of diving towards the corner and doing that hand bump and doesn't touch the wall really, but you're trying to navigate and eventually touch stuff in the video game process, you sort of feel that your actual hands are breaching through the glass, that screen, and it's sort of, how would I say, disjointed of a feeling, as it feels like a bubble bursts real quick, and you're kind of inside of the game now. So yeah, make investigation check.
All right.
Yeah, you're looking around and you sort of see that there is a pile of bones that seem to just be littered all over this area. You're kind of checking the wall because that's where you sort of gravitated to first. But as you're running around along it, you shift. I think it would probably be a skull, and you almost trip as you're doing so. Recognizing real quick that it wasn't really the skull that dislodged. It was really a weapon that was in the way, and you can sort of see that there's a frost sword on the ground there.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, you pick it up, and you can tell that your entire skin turns blue.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're looking at a sort of mixture between the little avatar and you yourself. This weird aura of blue. But yeah, what do you do?
Okay. You said that there's platforms and different things that would allow me to get to higher ground.
You had the ability to jump on the controller. Here, it just looks like a wall. There's a wall with an unlimited ceiling. Like, you look up and it continues to go. It's very...
In that case, can Ronny get closer to the flames that are jutting out and see if there's anything around the corner that I can tell that's creating those flames, like a trap or, something
you
like
hear
that.
the dragon. You hear like the roar, continuous fire and stuff. Like it is clear.
Okay.
You don't have to
So
get
it's
close to it,
definitely
but
a
if you
dragon.
when you do get close to that area, you start feeling this heat coming around you heavily.
Does the ice sword kind of counteract some of that?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Is he close to me?
Ugh.
He's in a video game.
But
You
his body is close to
his
my God.
body is close to you, and his body is fine. You you think the ice thing could help, but you can't be sure.
Alright, well, better not try that then. Is there any other doorways or anywhere that I could go where I could avoid the fire?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I found the ice sword.
How long do you sort of try to look around? Because you took a bit to find the sword. Then you sort of try to navigate and check the heat, and the heat is prominent. Is excessively reaching towards you. Anytime you get anywhere near closest to this thing, it's a massive heat. The moment you step off, almost immediately dissipates. It's very odd, but that's how video games act sometimes.
I think that Ronnie would take like 5-10 minutes after he investigated the flame to see if there's another.
So you lose your
alternate way
heart
to go.
after 5 minutes. You are basically thrown 5 feet from the controller. You don't take any damage. You just shunted out, and everybody just sort of sees you fly for a bit.
What happened?
He died.
That was really weird.
Inch kinda looks towards Arthur and is like, okay,
Anyone else want to have a try?
games nowadays do this type of stuff.
Maybe could you repeat that because I didn't hear you.
Inch kinda turns towards Arthur and is like, do all video games nowadays do things like that?
Only the good VR ones.
That was a question for Arthur.
Arthur, do you have an answer?
Sorry, I was sorry. Relatives came back. What was it again?
Okay, so Inch turns towards Arthur and is like, do all video games nowadays do things like this?
What video game do what?
Stuff like
Do
this.
video games nowadays do stuff like this?
No. Arthur says no.
Ronnie like rubs his head as he hit the ground. I'll say.
Make a perception check, Ronnie.
Right.
See if you witnessed what killed you. Nope.
15.
Not good enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, this game is weird, guys. Like, I found a ice sword thing, tried to investigate an impenetrable wall of fire, didn't do something in time, and just got thrown out of this thing. It's weird. Not very fun for a game, I would say.
I've seen weird stuff during my lifetime.
Anyone else gonna grab this thing?
I think Andrew will start being curious about the new game and kind of wanting to try the nowadays games, and will pick the controller.
You pick the controller up, and the same exact feeling happens to you as you sort of mess around with it, kind of get your bearings. At the moment you sort of do, you sort of get the sense that you're there, you're half not. You recognize that you have one heart, which is one life. You take a hit, you die. You have an uncanny feeling to look to the left.
And we look to the left.
Yeah, you see that the sword itself is now open and available. It is no longer hidden within the rubble of the stone of the stones, the bones, and it is just there, sort of floating in the air for anyone to grab now that it has been found. Do you go to it?
Yeah.
Grab the frost sword. Takes you
Yeah.
half a second to rush over there to get to that from there. You already heard from Ronny that eventually he died, so it probably isn't worth lingering. You do hear the fire and the roar of a dragon as they're doing this constant roar, scout of fire nonsense thing towards this hall. And the moment you reach that exact spot, you do feel the heat almost invading your space as you approach it.
They are kinda like seeing the heat kinda approaching to them. And just like, this stuff is pretty realistic.
Yes.
It's very realistic.
So there must be something behind the thing,
Oh, she can't hear you.
or maybe some. Sorry, is Arthur even seeing this?
You're seeing the gameplay, but you see now a slack-jawed Ange who sort of usually always keeps a stern face and now sort of like droopy as they're staring at this screen, almost hypnotized by it.
Arthur puts her jaw back up.
Yeah, it goes back down after you move your hand away, but yeah. Ange, what do you do? Looking at the fire. The heat is starting to get very uncomfortable the closer you get.
So, a small gap over here, is this enough for Inch to kinda sneak for it?
Yeah, if you wanted to go through the gap, you would be touching the fire. But make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. And if only my
18. Yeah. It seems that you could probably survive a bit of this fire. The problem is you don't know if that's possible in the video game. Like, you could handle it yourself, but your video game persona with one little heart might just fade away the moment you do.
it's still worth trying.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Try to kinda sneak through that small opening
How fast do you go?
as fast as I can.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh wait, can we use spells and stuff in this video game? Very
You don't
difficult.
have a spellcasting focus or any of your materials. You just have a hand holding a frost sword.
Okay, so we are. I don't really need the spellcasting focus for Misty Step, wouldn't you?
You don't have spells in here at the moment. You don't think
Okay.
your little character can cast the spells because you are not in there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, dex save, I guess.
Dex check.
Oh, check.
Luckily.
Of course it's
You know
a
what?
check.
I'm gonna take the 1. So it doesn't matter. I'm taking the 1. So as you rolled,
Whether you like it or not.
instead of a 6, you roll a 2 because your dexterity is a 1. You sort of hug the wall. Then you go around to rush around the corner and you trip on the wall, not really understanding this body, realizing that it's not really your proportions, but as they're off, they're sort of not, because there's this after image like you are them or not, and you sort of just trip right in front of the fire, and you're just taking a face full of fire, and the dragon is open mouthed, his jaw just continuously screaming at you effectively, and you feel that the heat would be searing your skin at this moment, but it isn't. And you're just there, looking at the fire coming to you. The dragon continuously waiting, crying, this massive blast, this furnace that rushes towards you. Again, in your mind, in your heart, you should be scorched. But the fire is just going through you.
So Inch kind of sees this and they're like, so this is a simulation.
Why won't we
I
ask
got
our
it.
friend?
But I cut the fire.
You swing at the fire with the frost sword. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. The frost sword, it has like this after effect, almost snowflake leftover behind it. But yeah, no, nothing else happens. What do you do?
They'll try to get up and get closer to the dragon.
Yeah, where do you go?
Straight in front of the dragon.
Yeah,
over here.
Yep, you go straight in front of the dragon. The dragon is still doing this, like, sort of every once in a while, like moving up its hands to prepare to do even more fire. Like he's like taking a bit of a breath, but it's almost the same thing over and over again. It's subtle. There's nuances to their movement, but often enough, it's the same. They're an illusion. They're not real. The heat feels real. Like, you still feel hot as hell next to them. You feel like you should be on fire just next to the dragon.
Can we try to kind of walk through the dragon?
Yeah, and you do.
See if we can do it.
Yeah, you walk past the dragon. Tell me where you walk to. Excellent, that's where I want you. Stay right there while I show you the rest of the map. You guys sort of see as a little image of while Ange is going through the avatar that has this first person entity just walk up. They are gloved, but you sort of see just a bit of the hallway open up. I'll give you that. Ignore that bottom part too much. Anyways, but you see just this massive creature sort of reading a massive book up ahead. They're just flipping through the pages.
Oh no, it's
Solemnly.
the riddle. Oh no, it's the riddle level.
What do you do? Do you go to the east? Do you go north? Do you go south?
Inch kinda. What are these brown things over here?
It's just floor. The only
Okay.
things that would be things to climb on would be like this thing and this thing, really, which are just like little pillars that are broken. You can tell that they were part of the wall. They're just like they've been broken, cracked, or something. This whole place is in disorder half the time. This entire area looks like it shouldn't even be an access point, but is apparently available for you to cross. Do you walk towards the centipede entity who is adorned with these mud-stained robes and is flipping through a wizard's book?
They get close enough to them and they're like, Can I help you with anything?
The moment you speak, they turn their head to you. Their eyes grow wide, and you can tell that they're about the same size as your head. It clamps down 90% of all of its feet as it sort of starts getting back so it could be at your level. And it says, "Welcome. Are you here to clear the maladies of the system?"
Can you repeat that one?
"Are you here to fix the bugs?"
They're like looking at a robed creature in front of them. I don't know it. I suppose. Ronny
you-
said it again.
So you're here to get rid of the worms?
Ange kinda starts to make slightly confused face and takes a few seconds to kind of think about it and looking at them with a straight face and is like, yes, I suppose.
Oh, we cannot have that. And they point a finger at you. And could you make me a wisdom saving throw? As they sort of just blast a light towards you. You start to sort of whirlpool away. But you hold tough, you stand strong, and they look at you. Their eyes widen even more. They drop their book, and then they skitter up the wall, and they leave.
Do they take their book as well?
No, the book's on the floor.
Ange
Anywho.
looks at the book and tries to pick it up.
Yeah. The moment you pick it up, you die.
Hoot.
Yay!
Cool. You're not thrown back from the controller. You're just sort of jostled as you do let go. You are not timed out. But
Maybe
you don't know what
I
that
should
means.
try again.
No, you feel like you need a break. Maybe to snack on the Cheetos that are hanging around on the floor next to Bjorn might be good, even though you don't need any food.
Ange looks at the rest of the team and is like, don't touch the book.
Sorry?
Uh,
The book. Don't touch it. If you're in game.
Don't touch the book.
Okay.
Okay, who touches the
Okay.
controller
the
now?
dragon then.
What did you want to say?
He says to Ange, "Did you get past the dragon then?"
Yeah, it was an illusion.
And once all that's going forward, Arthur is basically trying to shake the Adasaur spawn awake.
He's not there. He is the thing, so you're grabbing the controller is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Pretty
so you
much.
grab the controller to shake Adasaur's spawn awake, because if you beat the game, he might awaken. But yeah, you can put yourself at the start. You see the same exact scene that everyone has. You see the frost sword, a bright light shining the frost sword available for you as it was found already. Do you grab
Arthur
it?
grabs the sword.
Cool. You see the fire. The moment you approach it, you see that it's going to burn you. You feel the heat. You can almost sense that you are gonna be sent to the pits of hellfire through this flame, even though you're resistant to it.
Okay, Arthur is gonna first put the sword in front of him.
Yeah. You
While
just heard that it
walking-
is an illusion, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He does it. He walks through it. He walks past the dragon.
Yeah, you do. Where do you walk
And
to?
then he walks here. Does
Okay.
he see the caterpillar again?
Yes, you see. You see this thing, and the moment you get up to it, it just looks at you. Do you say something?
Nope. He just goes try to kill him with it.
The moment you hit him, he drops the book and he runs up to the thing, up the wall. He disappears.
And while all that, Arthur comments, well, it was like
Yeah. You go forward past that thing. You go north to this hallway. You go south down here, but that looks to be maybe broken pillars in the way and stuff. Despite that, there is a book on the ground if you wanted to grab.
Arthur goes to pillars and
So
looks behind them.
you go down here. Yeah, sure. As you're sort of navigating past that, I'll expose it. You see a lot more of this stuff. You hear noises around,
Great.
but other than that, it just seems like a how would I say, a gravity well is just existing on the ground. There is just constantly curving the space. The moment you sort of get around to it, is sort of pulling you. So, in other
He
words, the
walks
moment
back.
you even get here, you start feeling this pressure to get thrown over here. And again, if you didn't approach any further, you could just walk back.
He's just gotta walk back and head north instead.
Yeah, it felt really weird. So you're gonna go to the north. The moment you start walking towards the north, you do see there's multiple paths to go. There's a hallway to go to the left there. There's one to the right that leads to furthermore. And further north is just a bunch of dark tendrils, this mass of whipping monstrous tentacles. Unlike the ones that Aphetrix summoned with his illusion, those were black and red. This is more black and yellow.
Arthur first goes ahead and pokes it with his sword.
Sure.
And tries slashing with the sword.
You poke it with the sword, you die.
And I get pushed back.
Yeah, no, you just get out of the video game. You feel like, oh, that's rough. I only had one heart.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well, worth a shot.
All three of you are now drained and feel like you need a whole hour before you touch this video game again. How horrible it felt to be inside of it. Anyone else want to try?
Arthur wants to try again.
No, you don't. You feel like, I'll take a bit. Lunara?
Doing all this.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. So you grab the controller.
Yeah.
As both you and Aphetrix share a kinship, as you've been both aided by Ayala, you start already with the sword in hand. You realize you have two hearts, and you can sort of tell that this place, how would I say, there's a point in time, the longer you spend here, there's going to be random attacks made towards you. You're not sure where it's coming from, but you know that time is of the essence for sure.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go ahead and since I know the dragon's an illusion, I'll just walk right through it.
Yeah, you walk through it. Where do you go from there? past them, you see this thing. It's holding a wizard's book. Looks like a wizard if they've spent thousands of years here. Minding their own business, it seems.
Look,
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna ask him about the book. Like, ask him, like, what...
The book, he says, the tome of all the knowledge in the world. It is a hard burden to bear, but one with heart could possibly carry it, just like myself. He says as he idly looks through it. He's sort of ignoring you as you just asked about the book. But he is like darting back and forth between you and the book. But when you mention the book, he sort of gets lost in it again, kind of.
She'll kind of look at him and go, all the knowledge in the world?
All the knowledge in the world.
This is Victor. This is just above table, but steal the book.
It killed you.
It didn't kill me. It killed someone else.
What do you do?
I'm gonna ask him if I can look at it.
Looking upon the book is still asking for that price to be paid. Are you sure? I do not mind sharing the knowledge.
I am also a seeker of knowledge and would love to partake in just a bit of the knowledge that you hold.
Ah. Then you may carry it. And he hands you the book. Do you grab the book?
I'll grab it.
Yeah, sure. You lose one heart. Then he skitters all the way up to the ceiling again.
Nice.
You gain from that a bit of sight. So let's see what I can give you. You see all of this. Let's show you. Just try to show you most of it now. You'll see. I think, yeah, you'd see that. That's the entry point right there. You'd see their secret spots back here as well. You don't know how to access them, you just know that they're there. What other knowledge do you have of the world? You also know that there is something, there's a bug in this system that's trying to kill everything here, including Aphetrix, but they can't kill at this moment for some reason. They're trying to change that, but whatever that means, it just basically adds a timer to your gameplay experience now. The timer's slowly ticking. You have like several minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna go look down this way.
Yeah. The moment you go down that way, I could reveal more. As you sort of already know which way to go, but there is a clear and present danger there the moment you visually spot it. But you also see this, which is not the area to go. You'd see some... No, you wouldn't see any of that. Yeah. You would see this. And by that time, you would also see... Well, that much. Might as well fucking show you everything. There you go. So then you see these two massive pillars, these lightning rods that seem to be primed with energy and power, prepared to lightning blast whatever and whoever it chooses. Is randomly just shooting lightning right now. It seems to be looking for a target, and that timer seems to be connected to it. You can only assume. But as you are looking to cross, there is this massive ritual circle that seems to just be wailing with ghosts within it, just in between, like swimming in between it, just like a cyclone, I want to say. It's like a dozen weird little ghost things.
And that's this right here?
Yeah. Seem to be stuck in a ritual thing, continuously crying.
Okay.
And you do see two machines just sort of holding like guns. They look like they have a gun. I will point them out. One here. One here.
Okay. Well, how to get past that?
Would you like to make an Arcana check?
I would love to.
Yes, please.
I'll figure out what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
My Arcana is garbage, but we'll try anyway.
Yes. I got 13, my favorite number. As you look upon this, there is an essence of, I want to say, corruption. It's, you can imagine, is Aphetrix's way of showing you a blight spot in the code, as he sort of tried to make this easier for you. You're sort of getting a whole Neo moment when when you grab that book. You didn't get it at first, but now it's sort of the whole number letter thing in the air. The whole Matrix look is now what you're realizing is this place is all code, and it's just reimagined for you to actually get past it. You can tell that there's a back door, but the back door does create more entities when utilized. That isn't a problem until you have to get out.
Okay. So is the ritual circle like something I can pass through, or is it like an impassable thing?
You're not sure if it's impassable or not.
Okay. Cool. Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Think of what to do.
Do you run through? You can always come back with another heart after 10 minutes.
Or she. Yeah, I guess I'll try to go through it, because I don't know if my magic works here.
No, yeah, you feel like you couldn't cast anything right now.
Boo. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just try to run through it.
Yeah, how fast do you run?
As fast as I can.
Excellent. Make a dexterity check for me, please.
Dang it.
It's great. It's good. It's a low DC. Not that low.
Yeah, my dexterity is not great.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Do you want to drop the book, the sword, or the heart? In this zone of impassable. No, yeah. Your character will die. But as you're crossing this impassable void, this error in this game, this code that has been shifted to no longer be numbers, but so that your characters could help Aphetrix conquer this world, quote unquote. Do you wish to drop the sword the book, or the heart? It's the ultimate question.
I guess I'll drop the heart.
You drop the heart? Sure. Then you die immediately when you drop the heart. But the sword and book remain. And you also feel like you need 10 minutes before you get back into this VR situation. So, as we all now can understand that there are power-ups in this thing, and eventually running through enough times, even though you've done excellent for the first run for each of you, it won't take you long to get past. And I can already assume, given the information that Lunara has gathered, that a good sprint enough past that zone is effective, and someone would be able to pass through it. So could I have everyone roll a D100 to see who gets it done? Let's go high, high, high. I want to see 99. Ronnie?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
A D100.
Gotcha.
Lunara, you take the cake as you make it all the way to the end. You see that the moment you reach the end, there's just this bit of a door that, again, same color, same scheme, same look of Avitrix, this sort of mixture of black and red metal. There are, the hinges are colored green, this army green color, to almost the color of Ayala's things, but not really. It's very weird to you. You find it odd as a follower of Ayala. You're like, it's like they want it to be Ayala, but it's just off. Either way, you guys make it through, and eventually, you're thrown out of the machine itself. Not invasively, but Avitrix effectively comes to his original scheme as we appear in this, again, the solitary room of the engineering station, as he's plugged in effectively with his tail, and he very just like a transformer, he just becomes a massive lizard folk made out of metal. And he's looking at you guys. He's sort of reeling back from the pain. From what you can tell, they're breathing heavily, as if they've been hard at work, effectively. And eventually, after catching their breath, quote unquote, after a second, they look to you guys and say, "Okay, we did it. Okay, good, great. How long was I in there? What year is it? You guys took forever. I thought you guys were going to be quick. Has it been years
We thought it was
or
good
days?
too.
What?
I think less than a day.
Less than a day? Oh, fuck. Felt like forever in there. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see the worm? Did the worm help you? I tried to fix it, but it was the coding was wrong. There's something wrong with the information packet. Did it work or not?
It was yes.
Okay.
It was very helpful to my associate here.
Oh, all right. Okay, who got to the end? Who did it?
Arthur points at Lunara.
Oh, right, nice, very nice. If anyone would have done it, it would have been you, of course. Yes, makes sense. We are sort of connected, you and I. Do you guys want to help me out with the final piece of it? We still have to break the totem effectively. We have to figure out which one of the totems it is that is the wrong one, and then destroy it. Whenever you're ready. I can't do it by myself.
Arthur. Well, Arthur goes ahead and enthusiastically picks up the controller.
The controller doesn't exist anymore because the machine itself, the entire console, became the lizard folk that you are now seeing.
Oh. Well, in that case, Arthur just simply sits down in front of what used to be it and says, "Let's get going then."
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, let's break a pillar if that's what we need to do. Get it over with so we can get a few ales afterwards.
Okay. I have no idea what happened to my maps, but
Oh, funny
Really funny
update.
to Ronny, and she kind of turns to Ronny and is like, "Are you even old enough for this?"
What do you mean? Am I old enough?
Never mind.
I mean, you're an elf. All you know about humans is once they're tall, they're old enough.
Does Arthur knows a little more than her?
Just saying.
Ronnie will kind of give like a sarcastic look. Are you sure you don't need a walker on the way there?
Oh my lord. Are we starting the PvP again, or?
I doubt you could keep up with me.
Oh,
You want to make a bet? Would you like to make a race? See who could get to wherever these pillars are first.
And she kind of raises one of the eyebrows again and look at Ronny and is like,
I guess we're.
and
Shall we get
kind of-
going?
Yeah.
Ronnie looks immediately over to this dude that they just met. Where's the pillars at?
Avitrix goes to the servers that he's still connected to by the tail. He says, "Yeah, if you guys are ready, I'll set it up. We have to do it within. I think the time frame would be 24 hours. But in the underworld, I guess it'd be different. We might have a bit of leeway, so we could take our time. I wouldn't, just in case."
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
As
he
long
just
as I can,
Mhm.
as long as I can beat Turtle back over there to it first.
he just shrugs his shoulders. He says, sure." He unplugs his tail from the this massive server looking thing. It's just a big square. It looks to have some buttons, a little screen comparable to everything else that you've seen in the pilot area in the in the that area, the cockpit, let's call it. Effectively, the helm. And as minimalist as it is, a door handle apparates. Avitrix grabs it, he pulls it open, and there's this whirlpool of like shade and darkness and red all mixed within. He's like, "All right, everyone get in. Hurry."
Ronnie jumps in first.
And you jump in. Yep. Anyone else?
Arthur does a cannonball.
Cannonball inside, okay.
and just like saying kind of with a half voice. And again, what are we following and what this guy tells us? Kind of asking Lunara. About Amphitrix.
Alright, what was that?
Tell me again, why are we listening to this one?
Because he can fix the ship.
They're like, okay, let's suppose. and jumps after the others.
Lunara, do you follow?
Yeah.
Crush on your shoulder, looking at Aevatrix with narrow eyes, as he does with everybody, because he is judgy and paranoid of everybody. You could tell me if that's wrong, but so he acts every once in a while.
No,
Aevatrix
he's
eventually.
judgy as all get out.
Oh yeah. Aevatrix eventually follows behind, and all of you find yourself in this weird location that apparently is black for you guys. Wow. Good job, Kevin. Could I fix it?
Yay!
Here. How about save settings? And then guess what? Save settings again. Boom. It didn't do it right. Fuck you. Okay, let's do it again. Save settings. Fog of War on. Alright, now I could adjust it. At least in the manner that I know. There you go. Boom. Easy. Why doesn't that show me anything though? What?
Oh, they're so cute.
I can't see anything.
Little animated dragons. They're adorable. I love it.
Why didn't it come up on my side? The fuck?
I don't know. They're adorable. They're
It's black on my screen on my recording.
They're so cute.
Okay. Either way.
They just bounce.
Yeah. Let me refresh. Yeah. It just won't show up for me. The fuck? Anyways, okay. So you guys can put yourselves anywhere here. Does everyone see this? Is anyone not seeing this? Is my question, I guess.
See what?
This scene.
Little bouncy dragons.
Yes.
Of course I
see the hexagon with dragons in it.
So you see the pillars, the stone dragons that seem to be animated and actually living. They seem to scratch their face. One of them is sort of licking at their paw. Another one is sort of stretching their wings as they sort of hang around here. The recording is catching none of this, so fuck you. But as Aevatrix and all of you sort of fly in from here, he looks around and he says, "All right, one of them is a liar. The other two cannot lie. We have to find out which was the bad one."
Can we ask them a question?
Yeah, you can ask them anything. Whether they answer is a question. Sometimes they're very finicky.
Would they lie? I'm just gonna throw examples.
One can only speak lies. The other ones can only speak truths.
He just yells out. Which one of you jokers is the liar?
Above table.
They all say it's not me.
Okay, so
above table we just kill one and ask if he's dead.
That's not how that works. You can't answer that question truthfully.
Okay, so can I ask?
We'll know real quick which one's the liar.
They are still the colors.
Yeah, we can if one of them, and we ask the other two, "Is that guy dead?"
Valid.
If one of them says no, then like he's the liar.
There you go.
I got an idea. That does involve bloodshed.
You hear me?
That does involve us.
Me just spreading the seeds of chaos.
Lunara, you're breaking up a bit.
Are you able to hear me?
Good job. I'm afraid so. And see chaos is my job.
Okay. So
yeah, I can hear you.
Great, we can hear you.
Okay, so I had a question out of game. Are there colors we are seeing right now the same as? Okay, so and just like looking at all the three of them and it's like, what color each of you is?
They're just looking at each other. Who?
This one, and kind of points to the red one. What color is this one?
The one that is in front of you says, I am a red dragon. The other one says, that is a maroon dragon. The other one says, that is an ugly dragon.
What?
This one up here says maroon. This one says ugly.
I asked
Well,
color.
share the truth one.
I asked color.
Ronnie looks at Ronnie looks at the red one and goes, "Are you just gonna take that?"
It doesn't know how to answer that. It is a stone pillar that is stuck to the ground. So it's just looking at you like, oh.
How about this one? And
Hmm.
they point to the one on other one. This,
Yeah, that one yawns. What is it?
And
Or
he
were-
looks
were
at
you
the
asking?
other. They look at the other two and point at this one and is like asking them. And this one, what color is?
That one. Okay, hold on. So the one in front of you answers with
No. They are asking the red and the green one. What color is
oh,
your
I know,
blue?
but all of them will always answer every question. So the one in front of you says, I am an azure dragon. The one to the north says, that is a blue dragon. And a red one to the east says, that one's a dead dragon if I ever get my hands on it. And they just say,
So which one was the first question to?
this is the same question.
Which one said the maroon dragon?
The one to the north.
The green one.
The black dragon is a black dragon.
Oh, and which one did you guys answer? Were you guys talking about the red dragon or the blue one?
It's up to you guys to decipher or discern whether one is lying. You guys can make insight checks if you want. You guys could just randomly choose or what have you. Whatever
I
consequences
have
are
an
there.
idea.
But yeah, you guys
Okay.
could make insight checks for all these questions. You're all sort of giving them the up and down. Hard to really tell exactly with the dragons. Lunara, you still get your charisma bonus for it though.
Arthur asks the dragons,
Hmm.
2
Oh,
plus
that's
2,
true.
4.
You were saying that, Arthur? What question?
Arthur asks the dragons, is 2 plus 2, 4?
What is 4? The one to the north says yes. The one to the bottom says depends on the plane you're on.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. you
Ronnie
guys
looks at
think
the red
really-
dragon.
Ooh, valid.
Red
Ronnie looks
dragon.
at the red dragon. Is it actually a maroon dragon?
Hard to tell. These things are old. The color is half faded. Could be.
I checked the color. It was a weird shade of red.
Could be red. Could be maroon.
So far,
Hmm.
Greeny's looking a little bit more honest than the others two, I think. Red and blue are a couple of clowns.
Oh,
I
not
think
maroon.
in my opinion, I
Oh.
believe that green seems like not being the liar.
Green is actually black. I keep forgetting.
So, any more questions or insight checks? You could always do insight checks.
Yeah, Ronnie will do an insight check.
Yeah.
I think Angel do an insight check on the red one.
2 questions, 2 insight checks. Go for them.
From
And who do you point it towards? Nope.
Ronnie doesn't get anything.
Who do you point that insight check towards per question?
It would have been. I guess it's gonna be for Greenie.
Yeah, so you're looking at Greenie. You're like, yeah, he's probably not even a black dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyone else want to make those insight checks?
Arthur would, and he
Yeah.
does it at the blue dragon.
Blue dragon on the first question, sure.
Okay, I'll go grab the insight
He
check.
did say the dragon is ugly, so I mean that one might
I
have
would
been
like
just like.
Insight.
You want to do insight? What's your bonus? 3 on that, Lunara? Oh geez.
Being a jerk.
Roll 20 is not working with you guys right now. Oh no.
okay, so
because my proficiency is
Double.
insight is a 5, so it's double when it's dealing with dragons.
Pop it up for me. Is it proficiency or proficiency
So-
bonus?
If it's a 5, or my proficiency, let's see. Proficiency is plus is 4, but next
Yeah, so you add 4 on there.
so
it's a 9, 10, 10?
I'm pretty sure it's your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, your proficiency bonus is a 4.
Back with interacting with dragons. Proficiency bonus is double.
So you basically had a +8 on top of that, effectively. So that'd make it a 10, correct?
I don't know if it's meaning
10's
like
good.
my overall proficiency bonus or the one that's next to the skill.
No, just the bonus itself. Like
'Cause
the
next
flat
to
character
insight, I
bonus.
have a +5.
No, yeah. That's just proficiency that you have, not the bonus itself. That's why I asked if it was the proficiency is doubled or the proficiency
Well,
bonus
what I'm
is doubled.
saying is my proficiency bonus. Is it like my overall proficiency bonus? That's next to the skill.
No, just the one that you get per level.
Because with my insight, it has a 5.
Yeah, but you rolled a nat 1. It's still a good roll, even with a nat 1, which
Okay.
is ironic, which is a 10. And a 10 would net
Yes,
you.
proficiency bonus is doubled.
Yeah, it would net you. I would say
Yeah, so that'd be +8.
yes. That'd be Blue hasn't been answering. Really. He's evading
Well,
questions.
okay, so during this time, Angel would turn towards the red one and kinda ask them, have you responded with a color when asked about what color is that one? They say after pointing out the blue one. And kinda making an insight check to see if they discover any.
They blink their eyes like 3 times looking at you. What? Could you make the question a little simpler?
Okay. What did you say when asked what color is that one?
The truth.
It's why. Can make an insight check.
Yeah, make an insight check. On Red itself? Yeah.
17.
You feel like they're telling the truth.
And what the truth will be.
They give you whatever answer they gave you earlier. Because I don't remember.
Angie looks at them and is like, asking him, you really don't seem to like that one, don't you?
I have to look at him every day. No.
Can you say?
He's telling the truth, from what you can tell.
And turn towards the blue one and is like, do you feel the same?
Do I feel the same about...
About not liking this one?
No. They are my
Make
favorite
a-
sight to see.
An insight check? That sounds a bit sarcastic.
You feel like they're telling the truth.
Ooh. And just like looking from one to another and it's like, that's and it's like, that's a complicated situation. And kind of makes a few steps back.
Arthur goes
Ronny
to
looked
Blue
at-
Dragon and asks, "What color is my scales?"
The blue one. Who are you asking first?
I'm just asking Trip the blue one.
Okay. All right. All of them answer, by the way. So the blue one says, "Born of squalor, your scales are dirt, disgusting, death." The one to the north says, "Aren't you a red dragonborn?" The one to the right says, "I believe you carry a kinship with mine."
Okay, red one, true. Which one for the insult?
The blue one in front of you.
Okay, Arthur's gonna put the bird. That one.
Oh, this is fun. I'm gonna do it too. Ronny goes next to Arthur. What do I look like to you?
A meal. A visitor, says the one to the north. The one to the right.
Nope.
I can barely see you, buddy.
Oh. How about now?
Oh, a human.
Cool. Blue's kind of a jerk.
Could be an active deflection from the actual question.
And just like,
Could be an active
Right.
deflection though from the actual question.
Is it that?
It feels like it, but is it true? So, no, that's the true question.
Do we want to insight him as we were going through that interaction to see like if he's trying to be like shady about stuff or just deflecting us because he's just being a jerk?
Sure. Make your insights.
Not great.
Yeah. It feels like they're telling the truth.
kind of pick an eye on the discussion and also vibe check them.
Mm-hmm. That'd be
One,
+4 on top of that, right, Lunara? It's 15.
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Feels like they're telling the truth.
When you can't really say they're just a jerk or they're like,
Yeah, it feels like they're telling the truth. At least, you know what? If they're lying, they're really good at it.
Ronny turns back to the one that took us here. Hey, Atriox, or whatever the hell you said your name was. Is there any way to make this go by easier for us? This is pretty difficult.
Yeah, as you approach him, you could sort of tell that they were napping at the moment, so they sort of raise their head, look to you, and say, "Oh yes, did you choose the one? Yeah. Oh, is difficult process, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they rub their face with their massive metal claws. You hear the scraping of it. You can almost feel like they would be scars left behind, but as he sort of just waves it off, there's no indentation or anything. He's looking around, blinking his eyes now. He says, yes, I think if I feel like if you kill one and then ask the other two if it's dead, then maybe... Oh no, you said that earlier. Damn it. I mean, but that's still a good option, I think.
Inch kind of looks at them and is like, "Can we kill the blue one?" It's pretty annoying.
Although if you
No.
destroy the wrong one, then we're gonna have to get another replacement altar for this vessel. I already have to put a replacement as an altar in this place, by the way. We don't want to spend too much time here. I guess I'll help out now. What? Ask them a question and I'll judge them. He's looking around now.
Okay. So Ange is looking at all of them and plans.
Who do you go up to?
Amphitrix.
Oh,
I
you go
go
right.
to
Okay.
the blue one and
Blue one.
is like,
You guys are suspicious about the blue one, okay.
and point at Amphitrix and ask them who that person is.
You're asking who that person is?
Yeah.
The blue one says, Lord of the Northern Realm, Keeper of the Shattered Cove. He is, Captain Aridios. The one to the north says, that's a lizard folk. The one to the east, the red dragon, he says, it is a creature born of death.
Which one said lizard folk?
The one to the north.
It's definitely the black dragon.
Yeah, make insight checks. With advantage, everybody. Whoever wants. Aefitrix is giving you guys advantage.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Let's hope that dice would be on my side.
Nope.
How are their dice looking?
Lunara, that's a 28 then?
28 with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not any of Aefitrix's titles that you know of what the lightning dragon spewed out.
Okay.
I didn't roll the insight check this time, but I don't think he could beat that. Nope. This is the one time he rolled really low. Everyone understands that he's bullshitting you guys.
The blue one?
Blue one's lying.
Arthur grabs his giant scissors and then opens them. And then
Roll initiative?
points to the... Yep.
Gotcha. Coming out all aggressive.
What?
Not low key.
Go.
You just hear him lie, and you pull out a weapon. Attack! Next time, wait till your allies are around so that everyone can get a pot shot in. It's like, hey guys, I think it's him. Okay, attack him. And then I make a perception check, Maybe you guys get it. Not anymore. Not while you're running with those giant scissors. Oh. Let's go.
And just like, so now we can get rid of this annoying.
Yes. What does this guy roll? He rolled a nat 1 for his initiative. And Lunara gets to go first. For the first time. In initiative. Probably. Ange. Ronny. Okay. Lunara, what do you do? You see this fucking liar.
We have to kill him.
Yeah, you have to break the pillar. These aren't real dragons. These are like altars of the dragons. They just seem to be alive. As you're looking upon it, you can see that there's almost like if it was broken already and if it was glued with this mercury-like substance all around it. Now that you can recognize that this is the liar, you can tell that this has been reformed. And possibly something else inhabits this creature.
Okay. Let's see. gonna measure. Hold on.
The recording for this thing is so fucked because of this animation, so I'm never doing that again. What are you gonna do? You're gonna target outside of the area?
Well, because it's a 10-foot radius sphere is the spell I'm looking at, so I'm trying to not hit
You're gonna hit something.
people.
No, if you put it in the corner, it'll just miss them.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast wheel. Maybe not. Hold on. No, I don't want to do that.
You try and do a fireball?
No, I'm not doing a fireball. I'm not Danny.
You have the power now.
Fireballing my friends.
I mean, I think
One of them is
ours are
resistance.
No, I'm gonna save it because it's only once a week.
Well, you gotta use it eventually. We're gonna spend the whole week. It takes a week to
I'm
recharge. Is the
going
problem. So whenever you use it,
to-
it's is when you gotta recharge. So best to use
I know
it
that's
early.
what I'm gonna save
Yeah.
it.
Get more use by using it as
I'm
often
gonna
as possible.
save it.
That's not how things work. What the heck? If I had the ability for a fireball, I would
I'm not
hire.
fireballing right now.
I would
No.
effectively look for people to get me to do demolition jobs. I guess would be the most effective. Once a week only.
I mean, Arthur
Oh.
is good for the job.
But then again, you can't use it, and if you get jumped, you don't have fireball. Damn. You know what? Do what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do.
Mhm.
Maybe I was trying to bait you.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scorching ray on him.
Scorching Ray. Breaking up a bit. I'm assuming you said Scorching Ray.
Yeah, scorching.
Okay. Make attacks. All 3 attacks.
Right.
To
I
the
will.
stone pillar. AC is something. 2 misses. 1 will hit the 7. Boom, on it. Is there anything else that you wish to do?
BRB.
No, because I don't have bonus actions or anything. So
Okay. Alright, so you got your turn? You gonna stay there? You don't want to move somewhere else?
I'll move over here.
Yeah. No. Get closer.
No, I don't want to.
No, get closer. You're supposed to get closer, like
No,
towards
thank
the
you.
area of like a line. Okay. Alright, so Ronnie, it's your turn.
No, thank you.
All right.
Wait.
Let me see.
Ronnie running around with a weapon that looks almost exactly like the staff that
It's
Lunara carries.
Sandstorm.
What? Oh, sorry. It is Ange's turn. What am I talking about? I'm reading
Okay,
Ange and I'm saying Ronnie. Why? Ange.
So Ange gets over here, and Bonk tries to poke him once with their sword.
Yeah, you gonna try to hit him?
Yeah,
Yeah. Go for it.
and let's hope the dice won't hit me.
Natural run. Okay. You are hitting a pillar created by Adasaur with a weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll D100. See if that weapon is destroyed.
No.
Yes.
No.
You gonna try to break my stuff? Oh no, it's fine. Yeah. You feel like that could have gone way worse. This creature is very powerful. It is utilizing the energies of the Project 23 at this very moment. But you still have another attack.
Tries to bonk him again.
This time you do hit, doing 24 slashing damage. Is it slashing damage?
A slashing, and one is another type.
Okay. I have to know what type that is. Force.
And I haven't noted it.
2 force damage.
Okay.
Right? I'm assuming. You can tell me if I'm wrong.
It's force.
Yes, so force.
Force
Oh,
is
okay. So yes, force is double damage on this thing. You are breaking a pillar. It is breaking it even more than it was moments ago. Let's put that number down there.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh. I'm gonna do something. Oh, no, never mind. And my turn over here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it is Ronnie's turn now.
Yeah, Ronnie will go full movement and flank this thing on the other side.
Yes.
And he will go ahead and attack it with his shiny new sword.
Go ahead, make an attack. It will use its reaction to make that miss.
Ooh.
Just barely makes it miss.
Okay. Yeah, Ronnie will just hold his ground.
You have an offhand?
Yeah, he has a dagger.
Yeah, make your offhand attacks.
No.
Oh, nat 1. That
One.
dagger shatters in place and right in front of you. So you lose 1 dagger. It's unfortunate.
That's okay. Ronnie had an extra.
Okay, good. Anything else on your turn? Oh no, you'd have advantage.
Oh, that's it.
Sorry, you'd have advantage, so 22 will hit. Your flank.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, his like animation is just off that square. So let's put him there. There you go. Flanking hardcore proper. Yes. So yeah, roll your sneak attack damage on this thing.
Hey.
Fortunately, he's with a non-magical weapon, and you can tell that it's not doing as much as it could have with a magical weapon.
That's 5d6, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. 28.
20.
Okay, so I have to add that on top of that. It's the same number again. Okay. And then there's that. Okay, gotcha. No. There we go. Okay. Is that all your turn? On your turn?
Yep, that's it.
No problem. Arthur, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, of course, booming blade.
Booming blade attack with what weapon?
Giant scissors.
So your giant scissors. 16 is not enough to hit this thing at the moment. And all you had to do is move to this corner here and you would have had a flank advantage. But you'd either have to run through Ronny or run around him. And running through was easier than running around because then you take an attack of opportunity. You don't want to do that. So then you want to make a second attack with your bonus action, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. That one's definitely a miss. This thing is hard to hit.
Oh,
AC
well.
is 18.
Last turn.
Okay. After that, it is the bad guy's turn. It itself is sort of growing in size. It's getting a little taller in visage, but isn't exploding bigger than its category effectively. Essentially, though, as cracks are coming through on this stone thing, there seems to be electricity and metal parts, almost like plasma, keeping it together. Electrically, magnetically, hard to tell exactly how this thing is working, but as it is slightly more exposed, you're seeing this bright blue inside, this energy, this power, whatever is creating it. It is no longer affixed to the ground under him as it breaks through. This was the only one that was not that was moving its hands, by the way. And I think it'll do just a zone of lightning. So that's gonna hit everybody here. He does have several options with it. Let's see what he can do. I think he's just gonna affect this entire area. He could hit everybody within. Oh, I got the wrong size. It'd be 10 feet. It doesn't matter. You guys are the ones that are gonna get hit. There's nothing else that it could have hit. Anyways, let's get rid of that now. And I believe it would just be a Constitution saving throw for all of you. Everybody who's within 10 feet of this thing, at least.
On save.
Constitution saving throw, yes.
How close is?
Everyone gets a +4 because of Ange. Thank you, Ange. So Ronny just passes. Victor just passes. Was it +5 or +4? Sorry, I'm using my stats. +4. Oh yeah, I did remember that we had the same paladin stats. Yeah, +4 on there is enough for Victor to pass. You pass yourself, Ange, and you guys only take half of whatever this thing is. Let's see how much damage you guys get. Where's my d6s? Okay, that's very nice. I should have rolled them separate. I shouldn't have rolled them separately because now I'm doing weird math in my head. So that's okay. 17 divided by half, so everyone takes 9 damage. 9 lightning damages. It's just sort of surrounds your area. That's their bonus action. Then they're gonna claw and claw. Let me roll for who's gonna hit. The first hit on 1, 2, 3. The first one's Arthur, and then Ronny gets attacked. So let's see what they look like. They don't have advantage on attacks. 18 with modifiers will hit Arthur. The 3 is gonna miss though. And Arthur, you take 13 slashing damage and 5 lightning damage. That's the end of their turn, and it is Lunara's turn. Lunara, what do you do? This thing is looking pretty nasty. It's pretty fast the way they move. They seem to be sort of enjoying this bout, this having been figured out, their jaw expanding as you are a little further away from them. You're getting a clearer picture. They are influenced by that entity you guys defeated before, that smiling entity, the one that Aphetrix was trying to banish completely. This seems to be the last bit of it. They are clinging to life. If this thing is destroyed, that thing is no longer. What are you gonna do, Lunara?
Yeah, magic missile.
There you go. Break this thing. Make your attack rolls. You don't need attack rolls. Roll your damage. You know what? Counterspell. This thing doesn't have counterspell. Yeah, roll your damage. Blasting this thing. What level are you doing it?
Just at its regular levels.
First level, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the darts fly over, doing a total of it'd be 9 damage, but you already know that force damage is basically scattering and cracking this thing into pieces. So yeah, let me add that on there. Boom! It is now.
And then actually, I would like to quicken that.
No, that's illegal.
No, it's not.
Okay, you quicken it. Or you quicken the unspell you do. It doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna quicken that one so I can then use my cantrip.
Yes.
Yes.
Which cantrip?
And I'm going Eldritch Blast. We're gonna try. That's 2. I think. What level am I?
Okay, sure. Before you make your attack, let me just say what happens when you break this guy's armor to the degree that you have just now. As you've just breached a quarter of his health gone, most of the pieces are still lingering about. They're sort of disjointed off of this thing, floating around it, kind of electrically charged. And you're seeing a lot of the inside the exposure, all metallic and disgusting, almost like sinew, if it was like a metallic jelly. Besides that, though, it seems that there's a bit of protection added to this feature, but they still seem fragile in many forms. Force may not be so functional at this point. But do what you will. $16 is not enough to hit, but 24 will hit, and the stake. You would see them take a good amount of that force damage. It just wasn't as great as it was before. It's not reduced. It's just a deduction on the vulnerability. Regardless, it still takes a crap ton of damage comparably. See, so I gotta do that, and then this, that. Okay. So yeah. Be like another +8 damage on that guy is what I'll say. Is that your turn? Do you want to move somewhere? Do you want to get like in between him and the red dragon so you could be like in a line in the way?
No.
No? You sure?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, fine. So at the end of Lunara's turn is Ange. I won't skip you this time. Attack with advantage and you would miss. You have a second attack. 30 on that hit. Roll me a D100.
And Divine Smite just before my sword breaks.
Yeah, yes, that's fine. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell that things made by Adasaur, you know, they don't like clashing with each other almost. Like their vibration near each other is almost, how would I say, dangerous, I guess. This is the most succinct way I could put it. But yeah, it's fine. You do a crap ton of damage. That's the adjusted numbers. It is taking a bit of a deduction on force at the moment, but I have to do extra maths now to double it and then do a deduction. So let's see. Let's do that first.
Divine Smite. Level 2.
I'm sorry?
Divine Smite with 30.
Oh, you'll do the Divine Smite as well? But then please tell me what level you're doing it in.
Second level.
Second level, that is a pair of D8s. I believe. Nope, it's 4 D8s because of the crit.
6.
6.
Yep.
Why? What's a smite? A smite is 2d8?
It's 2d8 on the first
Oh, so
level.
it's 3d8 with the second level, so it is 6. Yes, you are right. I always ask what smite is. I let the roll 20 do it, but 6 on there. 15 damage on top of that. It doesn't do anything extra, but 15 damage on it is great. Excellent. And as you've reached half its health, it is now currently bloodied. You see that the metal pieces have broken off. They just fall to the ground. That deduction that it had on the force is eliminated. But as it does happen, you cause basically like an implosion to occur around this thing, and it reels back, sort of slashing at everybody. Everyone around it must make... I'm sorry?
Okay. It's a bonus action. We're kind of entering a stance.
Oh, you're gonna go on your stance? No problem, no problem. Before you get to do that, though, this thing basically does like an explosion real quick and hurts everyone around them. Everyone needs to make a strength saving throw.
Also, don't forget to...
+4.
+4.
+4 to anyone within 10 feet of Ange. So yeah, you're good. You don't get knocked back or pushed back at all, as thunder basically flies out to smack you. This is to Arthur and Ronny as well. They need to make the strength save. Arthur, Ronny.
Yeah, come my way.
And I need a strength save. Yes, so you too also stand strong as this thunder wave flashes out to hurt you and push you away. But Ronny, are you there?
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
No problema. Just roll me a strength check. Strength save, sorry, as we're doing a bunch of damage to this thing, and this thing reacts
And that's
whenever
a
you
four.
guys do stuff.
That's a 4.
Nope.
You get a 4 on there. It will still be a failure to take full damage, unfortunately. Let's see what full damage looks like. We have 11. That's 17. 23 total damage to anyone who failed. So Ronny take 23 damage. Everyone else takes 12 damage if you pass. Okay.
Ronnie's gonna do uncanny dodge to half that.
Yes, good idea. So that'd be 12 instead, huh? Great.
Yeah.
You are pushed back 10 feet though. Okay. That's still Andrew's turn. Then they use their bonus action to prepare.
Yes.
You did just get backed away. They could use an attack of opportunity. No, they're holding reaction just in case. Yeah. So that's that. Ronny, is your turn then.
Yeah, Ronnie will get back up, run back, and try to hit this thing again.
Yep. Knew you were gonna do that. So it's gonna attack you twice using his reaction. It misses. What's your AC?
16.
16. It hits you with 1. It did 2 attacks on you, by the way. As you entered its space, 10 damage? Yes, 10 damage.
Since I used a reaction when
You get
I
it
got
again.
knocked back, I get a reaction again.
It's a part of your turn.
In that case, Ronnie's gonna use
Uncanny dodge again?
defensive.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
He's gonna. Yeah, so that one will allow me to raise my AC. With my proficiency
What is your
bonus.
proficiency?
So my AC. My proficiency bonus is 4, so
Yeah, it's
my
enough.
total armor class would go up to 20.
So that's just a miss. 100%. They rolled
Right. So,
bad.
Ronny is fast.
yeah, and
Very
then he's gonna go ahead with the rapier. It's a 20.
This one strikes in, doing piercing damage on it. But it is magical and it scatters a bunch of it. Nice. You cannot deduct any of that. This thing's been bloodied since Ange just hit them, but another 11 on there. I believe you'd have sneak on this.
Sweet.
It has
18.
Kill. We're looking at a total 29 damage done with one little dagger, one little rapier. As beautiful as this thing looks, it has this weird swirling effect that's just striking through into things, almost like it punctured way past the point that you felt it go through. But yeah, anything else?
Ronnie just like thrust like right into its like chest cavity.
Yeah. I meant bonus action. Do you want to do something?
Oh, bonus action. Yeah, strike it with the dagger.
Yeah, go for it. Another quick swipe with one of the daggers that you pulled out again. 28 will
14.
hit. 9 damage on there. It's not gonna take the full 9, but it does take the damage. It does take damage.
Yep, that's it.
All right, great. This thing is barely hanging on. It's near mortal, not there yet, but it's sort of has this cackling, being scattered and broken. Let me see if it's hit the mark. No, it hasn't hit the mark yet. It looks like it's going to become very explosive real soon. This thing has already been erratic. It's been dangerous just being near it, but it is volatile in every fashion at this point. Hanging close by might not be smart. I'll give you that, as you guys got it to near 3/4, but not 3/4 yet. Arthur, You can run
Yes.
away. Well, actually, Ronny, you could run away now if you want because you got it before the end of your turn. So if you wanted to move, you could do that. This thing uses reaction already.
I'm not gonna ditch Arthur. I'll stay next to him.
All right, let me
I was trying
rephrase
to
that.
run.
Hold on, let me rephrase that. You plunge a dagger at this thing's like jaw area, and it sort of sticks out near its eyeball, and you see the eyeball sort of scatter almost. You don't see the breaking of the you don't see the breaching of the rapier through it, but you see that it had an impact. When that happens, almost like a glow, a constant glow appears, sort of like a time bomb. But yeah, do what you will
so
at
this
the end of your
thing-
turn.
Okay, so this thing's definitely probably about to explode like a literal grenade. So yeah, Ronnie will try to move back.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
You moved 10
gonna
feet
go-
to get to there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. So it'd be 10 feet back. So I'd have to go here, I think.
Well, no, you
So
just
you-
had 10 feet of movement. So whatever you have left is what you can move.
So it'd be. I have 30 feet total, so I'd have
So 20 feet left.
Like
Yes. You can
I
move.
think it's like right here,
Yeah, is it?
something like that.
Yes. You are correct. I'm counting from the
Yeah.
dragon. I'm like, what? No. He can't go that far. No, not the dragon. From where you were. Oh, okay, great. So that's your turn then, right? You can move there. Arthur, I
Yep,
believe
that's
it's your
it.
turn. What do you do, Arthur? This thing looks like it'll blow up anytime soon.
Well, before I start running for my life,
Uh-huh.
can I throw it?
Throw what?
The statue.
You okay? Exactly how do you plan on lifting several tons worth of this tall dragon altar that is currently
Well-
broken in pieces at least, and is going to break into some sort of explosion as it has been this entire time, only probably bigger now.
Hmm.
So what
Well,
how and why?
well, when you put it like that, Arthur runs while also yelling at Anks, "Run for it!"
Do you want to attack, or are you just gonna run? Because it's not destroyed.
Acid
It looks like
arrow.
it'll burst eventually. There's a
Acid arrow.
Okay, so yeah, pop up acid arrow. What does it do? And make your attack. Yes, make your attack. A ranged spell attack. So that's like a D20 for you only, right? That is not enough to hit. But
So-
acid still hits for half as much damage, so roll me 44.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like.
It took some acid damage. It is now 3/4 destroyed, and it is on fire. This thing is currently just like it looks like a computer that has caught flames effectively. It is even making a whirring noise, and it's sort of just cackling as it's looking around. None of you will survive this, as they're sort of like priming themselves up, sort of exposing their chest a little more. But anything else, Arthur? You have a bonus action, which
Oh,
like,
right.
you could throw a dagger or something if you wanted, if you had a dagger.
Minigun.
No,
Ah.
that is
Oh,
a two-handed weapon. If you find yourself a one-handed gun, you could utilize it with your bonus action as a fighter, Eldritch Knight. But I don't know.
I do have a pistol.
Oh, then pull it out, then use it, because you could use it if it has the
Shoot.
one-handed feature.
Shoot. Just let me just finicky there.
7.
Okay. Finally, it's working back again. So let's go ahead and throw out the Deliverance of Fate. And I fucked.
So you
Flop it.
You shoot. You don't have ammo for that anymore.
Alright.
So you pull out
Oh,
the
well.
gun, and you click it, and you're like, oh, fuck, this isn't like the other one with like an egg that naturally resolves itself and eventually makes more? Damn it.
Yeah.
You know nothing about guns. You thought they all did what your first gun did.
I
But
just
you
knew
also
that they-
knew that it didn't.
I just know that it makes things turn to red mist sometimes.
Oh gosh. Not that minigun. That minigun eats the other things. Either way, I'm assuming you end your turn. Arthur?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It is now this thing's turn. On its
Legendary
turn.
action.
Okay. So you're using this at the end of Arthur's turn.
Yeah.
Please do what you will.
I will do what I will.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Let's see if it hits.
Ball.
I can't fireball as a legendary action. That's not how it works.
Not yet. It's unfortunately a miss.
Yeah, it's gonna miss, I know.
Is that all you can do? Can you do multiple attacks in that one turn?
If I remember correctly, my legendary action just says, I think it's just one. Let's see.
Check it. It might say other things. Who knows?
It says an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yep, I had to balance things. Either way, it is a good shot and very one with much merit, to be honest, because as this thing looks like it'll just blow up right in front of Ange, it looks like her turn isn't gonna come soon enough before this thing immolates her. But as it is his turn, he raises his chest, looks up to sort of expose it more, and you see the bright red light shine over the blue hue. But as Aphitrix has been holding his action every turn, waiting for that exact moment. The moment it does happen, he sort of arrives. He plugs in like his USB cable tail real quick. He starts clicking on some imaginary keyboards right in front of him. You guys see nothing. And eventually this bright light just sort of seems to shut down, and the face of the dragon is saying, no, you can't do that. Don't delete me. No. And it just stops screaming. This almost deafening silence that happens. It's almost like a screech, but it's odd for me to even explain how exactly it occurs. It's like a reverberation of nothingness. And as this thing's eyes and the lights all fade away, Aphitrix sort of puts his hand right over it. There's a bit of mercury that flies off of Aphitrix's arm. You can see that the base of him is nearly a complete bone entity, almost as if it's been dipped into acid itself and still can move in its own function. There's a bit of grafting that had been done. You can tell that there's connective points that have that same exact mercury, keeping the forearm onto its wrist effectively. You guys could tell. But other than that, he sort of reconfigures it using the rest of his scales from like his back to recover that those body parts, the metallic arm that he had. And instead, there's just a little metal dragon now in place of where this blue one is. And is bobbing his head just as well. It seems alive and is looking around. And it opens his mouth. And it actually pops up like a holographic screen, and you're just seeing like the same things that Ronny has seen in the helm. He sees the little exclamation marks. They start all coming off, basically like every single one coming to the top, and then that one disappears, and it goes to the top. That one disappears and it goes to the top, and then there's like 3 left from once there once I think 12 of them. And Avitrix, he backs away. He says, "Okay, guys, good job. We did it. Well, I mean, I didn't do anything. You guys did it. I just kept this thing from destroying us."
Arthur raises arms, raises hands in triumphant. Hooray!
Excellent job. We now have full access to the Project 23. If you would have found me earlier, we probably wouldn't have to deal with this thing, but I think it works better for us. This way, you guys could always have a piece of me in the ship, I guess. If you guys ever need help, you can always talk to this thing, and it'll eventually get back to me, depending where you are. Assuming we part ways, I won't stay in the Project 23 longer than when we leave. So remember that. But he sort of goes to the middle. He starts preparing the doorway. The doorway sort of like a little swirling circle pops up. And he says, "Okay."
Ronnie will reach over to Arthur for a fist bump.
Arthur tries to do a high five.
Fist bump, high five. Yes, boom,
Ronnie-
perfect.
Yeah, we go in.
Geronimo!
Is Avitrix still in the room?
Yeah, he's in the room. He's waiting for you guys to leave. Do you ask him something?
No, just okay. So Inch gets away from that disconnected now dragon and is like relieved that their sword is still holding, because they almost saw it getting shaped by all this vibration.
Yeah, it had this bit of almost like it was the metal. The base of this was shook the moment it hit this thing, but you know that very powerful magical items created by Adasor do not work well when they clash. But
They kind of turn towards Antrix and is like, well, we are grateful for like we could have been done faster. Almost lost this one. And kind of points to the sword.
this thing has been a bane on my existence here ever since I think it landed. But
I can see why.
whether it was a backup procedure of Adasor or some other corruption in the system, it should be wiped clean anytime it comes back to life. I can't completely destroy it. I can purge it until I get access to one of my satellites, but whether they exist nowadays, I can't tell you. With enough parts, though, I would be able to make that a reality. Again, the altar I created should work well enough. But your weapon is very old, I see. It is capable of growth, I assume.
Inch makes a half surprised faces and is like, is it? It was given to me by someone very long time ago.
He holds his hand out for you to hand him the sword.
Inch takes the sword, look at the sword, look at him. The clear lizard folk in front of them and is like, And we are not fully trusting to remain without a weapon in their reach. And is looking at their teammates with an look that is like, keep me covered.
Oh,
Kinda
I
safe.
assume everyone else already ran through the portal.
Yeah, pretty much. Arthur just did a whole cannonball back.
Yeah, see, look, he cannonball. Did Ronnie leave?
Yeah, Ronnie would have jumped
Yeah.
in with Arthur.
Lunara? You still hanging around?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So Lunara's there. You could look at Lunara.
They kinda look at Lunara and is like biting on their lips and getting the sword out but still holding it with one hand.
Yes.
They don't seem to really like to give up on it.
Are you holding it
Blade.
handle out or blade out?
Blade out.
Excellent. They grab the blade. You see their hand sort of mesh with the blade. There is a bit of a shift around them, almost as if they're creating what I could only describe as a suitcase around this thing, just a massive square around it. Effectively, there's a bunch of hissing and clanking. When he's done, he says, yes. He still has a grip on the sword. His hand is no longer a hand, it's literally just a box with the sword sheathed within, effectively. He says, I am able to modify it at the moment. I don't have much to add to it. I think it's already at the highest potential. I could change it to fire or lightning, but it's already using the energies of the universe, so that's actually more useful, I think. Although, if you come across something else that is Adasaur touched, it wouldn't have that issue anymore. It seems I could do that.
The character, what?
Out of game.
Yeah, okay.
He can change that bonus damage, that force damage, to be either fire or lightning damage instead. If he does that, it is no longer going to be affected by, let's say, if you bump into something like this creature again, it won't have a chance to break on a crit. The chance is minimal, by the way, like very small, but there's still a chance.
So you are telling me if we are changing to fire or to lightning, it won't break anymore?
Well, so it'll just be, instead of the force damage, it could be either fire or lightning if you want. You have to choose now which one, and it would no longer be affected by Adasaur stuff, let's say, because he Aerotrix would have adjusted it. That's it. He does warn this does sort of stunt the item. It won't be able to progress anymore from there if I give it that extra feature. But honestly, you're better without it, I think.
Yes. I think Ange wouldn't trust that person well enough to mess with their sword.
Yeah. So you say no thank you or something?
I look at them right in the eyes and it's like, thank you for your insight. Now could you let the sword in peace?
Yeah. There's a hiss as the square, this huge rectangle that's holding your massive weapon, basically splits in half and then slowly forms into what his hand once was. And yeah, it's the same.